Yeah, such a chunky deck. The 46 cards, getting 2 clashes done. Oh my. How good. How good. Pretty iffy starting options here. Take damage for a random rare relic. Very questionable, although not bad against Slime Boss. Looks like an act we're going to need every health point we can get, though, is the thing. Two paths present to me. Option A. I like the shop on this one. Option B. Something like that. Left side here, we get more early rest sites. We get a shop to potentially replenish potions at. Red path gets the Burning Elite done Act 1, which is nice. Ultimately, 3 elites on each path. We could avoid the first elite if we wanted to. Either way, we have a few starting nodes in common. I think either Max Health +6 or Transform is pretty good for this start. I'd probably like to transform in one of our Defend cards into a new random silent card. Let's do that. Transforming a Defend instead of a Strike, because you need the Strikes early game to form the core of your damage as silent. I'm actually extremely happy with a Masterful Stab. 0 cost, deal 12 damage. Each time we lose health, the Masterful Stab goes up in price, but just as an upfront, front-loaded attack card, it sure is good, particularly here in Act 1, so I'm exceptionally happy with that as a transform. A truly good start. We're down 1 starter card, we're up 1 good early offensive card. Can't complain about that. And an early Blade Dance is also quite nice. Another 12 damage card. Add 3 shivs to your hand. The more relics you get, the better cards like Blade Dance are for the silent. Shivs on their own are okay, but if you add relics or powers that synergize with them, they get out of control really quickly. The good kind of out of control, that is. And the more front-loaded damage we add to our deck, the more capable Silent is of just dealing with threats up front and not taking much damage at all. Yeah. Beautiful. Dash is another early powerful attack. Damage and block for 2 mana is really nice for Act 1 elites in particular. Pairs nicely with the Masterful Stab too. Endless Agony is like an 8 damage, 0 cost card is how I like to look at it. Better than Slice a lot of the time. Flying Knee reusable. Gives us energy next turn, and notably is a common we haven't mastered yet, but I think is far inferior to Dash when it comes to getting out of Act 1 here. We might be on track to go Red Path here. I'm still eyeing that store. An early remove, transform, or upgrade. Oh my. An extra upgrade can really help you get ahead of the game. Upgrading Dash for 3 damage, 3 block looks particularly appealing, but we could also consider upgrading Blade Dance or Masterful Stab. Stooks, thanks for 2 months. Happy Tuesday. To you. I think we'll be fine with Red Path now. Let's do it. Hiya! Still no potion. Second Shiv card, but it's not a very good Shiv card. Still, with one defend removed, I'm okay with a Cloak and Dagger. Sure. Would I ever go remove on that event early on? Usually not, but it can be correct if you've added some decent damage already. I'd say usually you only want to remove if you're able to defeat your Act boss with the current deck. That's my criteria. This fight sucks, by the way. Yikes. Not enough damage to kill either of them. This thief might get away with my money if we don't prioritize hitting the thief first. But the slime's going to do too much damage to us to win the act if we don't kill the slime first. So I'll Cloak and Dagger then. Yeah, Thief's gonna get away with the money. Bummer. And a smoke bomb. Okay. So we go into the elite with this? I don't think I'm allowed to fight this elite now that we got no potions. Bummer. Let's just fight another hardpool fight. This looks a lot better. Imagine having block cards. Okay, that's a little bit better. Just a little bit. And yeah, with regards to that elite, I think it's just better to not try in the first place. Much rather have a node that actually does something for us, rather than put myself in a situation where I know I'm going to have to frivolously use the smoke bomb. No thanks. Okay, now we can fight an elite. With -1 defend, backflip feels pretty good. Dagger spray for some AoE going into slime boss is also worthy of consideration. And is probably something I should pick, but I won't. Very happy with the happy flower. Energy every third turn. Any advice for setting up a block engine? Block engine is secondary to the damage engine, of course. It's a lot easier in some cases to reduce enemy damage by picking off low health things than it is to actually block. But when it comes to getting a block engine that actually works... I don't think I'd play this. You go to 30. We're never dealing 30 next turn, huh? No, we're not. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Thank you, Dash. Yeah, when it comes to getting a block engine that actually works, having 1 or 2 upgraded block cards can go a long way. Just making sure your block cards block for more up front. Anything that can increase the effect of your block cards. Dexterity from relics, dexterity from potions. When in doubt, card draw helps too. For a block engine to work well, you need to draw some block cards consistently. Something I like to look at and evaluate often is the block density of the deck. How many cards in your deck are cards that actually produce block? You want this value to be between 30 to 50% of the cards in your deck. Lower than 30%-ish, and you'll struggle to draw hands that have any block cards in them at all. Higher than 50%, and you'll find yourself drawing hands that contain only block cards, causing you to lose progress against enemies that set up. Free adrenaline, by the way. And we'll upgrade, I guess, the other Blade Dance. Hey there, Legor. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Max Health Lagavulin. Oof. With shivs? Oh boy. Oh, that is not good. Let's do some damage right now. Okay, that's actually a really good draw next turn. Go Masterful Stab. Maybe dash backflip. So that the Masterful Stab is reshuffled. Probably going to want to use the Dex Potion to full block too. I don't want to take any damage here so that the Masterful Stab stays cheap. I guess we go backflip dash? No, better to go dash backflip. This does 8 more damage right now, but then we reshuffle these 2 cards, and we don't draw 2. A backflip. The idea being to get back to Masterful Stab much more quickly. 13 damage is better than 2 strikes. Ultimately, with the 12 damage Masterful Stab and the Dash Plus, I'm not too worried here. Although this draw could have been better. Might have to use Gamblers next turn. I'm really hoping we don't. Nope. That wasn't bad. That was not bad at all. Get an oddly smooth stone, 1 dexterity, very useful. The Emerald Key. And Dagger Spray, Skewer, or Finisher. Finisher with Blade Dance and Cloak and Dagger is pretty powerful, actually. Sure. Good Finisher draw could absolutely win the Slime Boss fight for us. Going into Slime Boss, I'd really like to see 2 potions, which makes me want to take more combats here. Let's take more combats here. The relics we have should make these fights pretty easy as well. Yeah, we just kill you. Easy. That's a good sign. Eviscerate. Flying Knee. Dodge and Roll. Dodge and Roll's not bad with Smoothstone. We don't have any discard to make Eviscerate work. I'm going to skip all these. Want another Blade Dance or something? I would even take an Infinite Blades here. Although I'd be deeply embarrassed by the action. $34 is half health. Okay. So we don't play the last Shiv. Two damage. Strike. Finisher. Beautiful. No second Blade Dance, but there is a second Backflip. Pretty good with the Smooth Stone. Or a Noxious Fumes, which is kind of nice against Slime Boss. Double Backflip with Smooth Stone actually seems kind of hype. But I do expect the Slime Boss will probably kill us. Probably. Resting is not a terrible idea here. I'm going to choose to upgrade Finisher. And we're going to hope that it lines up for a really powerful turn. But in the event that it doesn't, I'm okay. We do have a Gambler's Brew, though, so I think there's a lot of hope. Less hope. A lot of damage this turn, though. 93 minus 5 is 88. Go to 80. Although, honestly, Neutralize, Strike, Strike, Finisher is pretty good still. We could try to Gambler's Brew to do something amazing, but I like having Gambler's Brew for second cycle. Adequate. Certainly adequate. We split at 37. That's doable, especially with Happy Flower giving me +1 energy on this turn. Nice. We're gonna get Frailed. It's actually Weakened that we can't abide, so I'm gonna chip down the Acid Slime here. This would bring you to 18, which would split. Don't do that. Let's do this. Is this good enough? Seems pretty bad. They dance 22. This is enough to split them both. In fact, maybe we just kill one of them outright to avoid splitting. Take 18 damage. Yeah, that might be better. And then just win. I think that's the play. Kill this one. Health is a resource. Easy. Okay. 18 is fine. GG. We made it. 2 health into Act 2, but into Act 2 we are going. Flex Potion is very good with all the shivs. Phantasmal Killer says, next turn your attacks deal double damage. That's pretty potent here. Phantasmal Killer into Runic Pyramid, please. I can also see Die being just some nice front load. But I'm taking a Phantasmal here. One of the best cards for making physical attacks do more on Silence. Really needs Retain to work particularly well, but we could also go with several Carter moves, like Astrolabe or Empty Cage, and feel good. You get Hovering Kite, Ectoplasm, or Black Star for additional relics. Black Star it is, I suppose, but we're going to have a really difficult Act 2 to start. What happens if you play Phantasmal twice in one turn? You get 2 turns of double damage. This is how it works. Yeah, Flex Potion is 1 free fight, hopefully 1 free elite fight. I agree it's not the worst Acto of all time, although it's pretty bad considering how much we'd like to remove these strikes. The additional energy is very meaningful with the backflips. But I can't. I refuse. I think Ecto will be a slow, choking death. poof to these merchant locations. Looks like a 2 elite act. I'm thinking this. We don't really want to get into the hard pull combats of Act 2, especially not with 2 potions. Darluck! You keep watching, I'll keep slaying. That's the deal. Something like this. Could go for these 2 elites, but I don't think we're going to make it through 2 elites before a shop. 1 elite at most. So, green path it is, I think. Really reliant on boat thingy to protect us here. Not a bad turn 1. Or turn 2. Plated armor be gone. $24 damage. One damage Shelled Parasite, and we get a second Flex Potion. Honestly, that's pretty good. Also pretty good is Dodge and Roll here. Gain 7 block this turn, and 7 block next turn. With a free upgrade, I'm going to say yes to Dodge and Roll. Definitely a bit reliant on Happy Flower energy-wise. That's okay. More than willing to use a Flex Potion to defeat the Red Mask Gang. 1 week on turn 1 would actually be really helpful. And this is a great opening hand. Easy. Easy peasy. Bear, yes. Kill Romeo here. We'd actually like to set up Happy Flower a little bit better, though. To 2 here. Good fight. We even get another potion, in this case a regen potion, which can heal us for up to 15. I wish acrobatics felt reasonable. Had we taken the hovering kite, it would be. But as things stand, we really can't afford it. Card removal is excellent. Ow. I'm going to use the regen potion here, although I think we might only heal 2 or 3 times from it. Not sure if that was worth it. Dan of London and the Dirty Dirk, thank you both for the incredible support. 16 and 18 months. Yeah, Dodge and Roll needs a boost to the base value. If you're just getting 4 block, 2 turns from Dodge and Roll, it's not going to cut it. But 7? 7's a lot more than 4. 7 will do. 7 will definitely do. think we upgrade Adrenaline first, Phantasmal Killer second. With only 3 energy per turn, we really want any source that the deck can find for additional energy here. As we go into our first elite fight, unfortunately it's the Book of Stabbing, which is certainly the worst foe we could have fought. This is a pretty good turn for the Flex Potion. I can do Neutralize, Backstab, Blade Dance, Strike, Strike for an additional 40 damage off this Flex Potion. Although it might be able to do more with Phantasmal Killer on a future turn. Might be. We'll hold our breath. We'll do it. Definitely a very difficult single-target opponent, this book. Can really cause us some problems. We do get Finisher next turn. Hopefully it's not bottom deck Adrenaline. Hopefully not. It's not. Okay, good. Let's go Cloak and Dagger, then Adrenaline. Can maybe redraw the Cloak and Dagger. Get one more draw alongside the Finisher, and we're dealing double damage here. Backflip, perfect. Strike is not quite the attack we were looking for, but it does the job. If I Flex Potion now, how much damage can I deal? We would deal an additional 10 per hit. So 18, 18, 22, and then 16 by 3. Let's do some quick math there. Plus 48. So we do 106 damage, which is not quite enough to fully kill. Or 26 by 3, excuse me. Oh, that does kill. Okay. Yes, we can just kill it. Good. Oh, the tough bandages are here. We have not actually won a run with the tough bandages yet. Whenever we discard a card during our turn, gain 3 block. Currently only works with the survivor at the moment, but that could change real fast like. We're also offered Envenom Plus. When an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Interesting, with the plus on it. Dagger Throw works with the tough bandages. Definitely tempting to take Envenom, though. We got Blade Dance and we got Finisher. This is nice. Not the greatest Envenom. I mean, we don't have a Snecko Skull. Yet. Or Envenom looks bad compared to Accuracy Plus, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Another Flex Potion here, which I'll probably buy. Only I can afford the Helix in addition to the damage. But I think it's just going to be Accuracy, Blade Dance. We might even consider Trip here. I can do Trip Carter move? Ooh, that's spicy. That's too spicy. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Yeah, the hope is that that'll get us to Act 3. In practice, it's going to depend a little bit. How much are shivs? Shivs should be 20 apiece, so this is a kill. Jesus. 20 damage shivs suddenly. Calculated gamble. Discard your entire hand. Draw that many cards. Yes. The block card. The upgraded block card. It's like a Spirit Shield. If Spirit Shield drew you cards. And this would be what we bought the Flex Potion for. Although, we might actually just have a kill even without using it. Finisher is going to be 8 times 5? Actually, that's a ton of damage. No, we don't need to use the Flex Potion at all. And I don't think I need to kill 2 of them, especially with 14 block coming next turn. I think we get to keep this potion. Actually, could have even made it more, huh? Blarg. You will perish now. So I'll just do it this way. Get the free block next turn to counteract this final nerd. Glorious. Actually, a really good Slavers fight, all things considered. Get a blue candle. We can now play curse cards, as well as an Orichalcum for a guaranteed 6 block. Also a 3rd Blade Dance, which I'm going to go ahead and take, considering. 3's probably the upper limit on those for now. The cool bee, why did the silent cover her cloak in knives? She wanted to be sharply dressed. $18 is a full block, so we can go in Venom, Strike, Backstab. Boo this man. This silence. Boo, I say. Boo-hoo. Actually would prefer to gain energy not on turn 1 of next turn. We've already got Ancient T-Set happening turn 1 of next combat. Let's actually delay that a bit. Happy Flower on 1. There we go. Power Potion, definitely broadly useful. How about an Infinite Blades Plus? Start of each turn, add an extra Shiv to your hand. It's actually not terrible. Feels a little unnecessary, though. I don't think we need any of these. We could just take second Finisher. We need 2 copies of Finisher for Finisher Mastery. And I have 3 Blade Dances, so yes, let's take the second Finisher. And then actually upgrading Trip for Collector seems reasonable, but let's upgrade a Blade Dance instead. For 1 more Shiv. Do I use the Power Potion in this fight? That's my main question. I think yes. Yes is the answer. Gamble these. Tools. Draw 1, gain 3 block each turn. Perfect. Not the greatest of turn 1s, but that's okay. Bye. Got some stuff happening here. Heck yeah. Ignore these stinky minions. Hit the collector. Kerblam. $30 damage shivs, by the way. GG. Didn't even get to debuff us. That's a lot of damage output. The power of Phantasmal Killer plus accuracy plus vulnerable. These all multiply with each other, which is heckin' strong. Tough choice here. After Image Plus versus Alchemize. I think with this many shivs, After Image is definitely tempting. Gotta say, that was a much easier Act 2 than I expected after struggling through Slime Boss and seeing 3 boss relics I didn't really want to take. But Tough Bandages and Frozen Egg have turned this around really quickly. Yeah, poor Orichalcum. Give me this. Give me that After Image. Oh my goodness. And then we either get reduced card rewards for more energy off Busted Crown, bonus strength to enemies for more energy off Philosopher's Stone, or we take the Ring of the Serpent, draw 1 more card each turn, but don't gain any more energy. I think more energy is mandatory here. Oddly enough, I'm actually kind of okay with Busted Crown, because we have a very good damage engine already. We have some pretty good cards in deck already. And I really don't want to give extra strength to Heart. That said, Tough Bandages say Philo Stone has got to be better than Busted Crown, because we're looking for draw discard effects. 1 calculated gamble would be better than the downside of Philosopher's Stone, essentially. So, upon review, with Tough Bandages, Busted Crown has got to be worse than Philosopher's Stone, surely. Surely. We just get the card draw, and then we block for a bajillion, because we have Tough Bandages, and all will be well. Oh, and look at that. There's all the relics. 4 relics to sack. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Start here. We can maybe go to this shop, but we'll probably proceed this way. That looks good. Well-laid plans would help this deck a lot. A lot. Hello there. This might just be a Blade Dance and then Calc Gamble sort of hand. We get blocked for each Shiv we discard. I'm cool with that. The bar. $30 damage shivs. Beautiful. Draw 2, discard 2, or draw 2, get 5 block. 5 block or 6 block? Actually, this is also 6 block. These are both draw 2, get 6 block. Except one of them is free and the other one is not. Hey, wait a minute, that's a backflip. Good enough. What's my Spiker solution? I guess Dash and Envenom are my Spiker solutions. Alright, Envenom the Spiker. Uh-oh. No! Oh, wait, no, I could have had Orichalcum block. Shoot. It's like, I'll block with After Image. Nope. No, you won't. Alright, well, -4. Good talk. Draw until we have 7 cards in hand. Not too bad, actually. Grab an expertise with a free upgrade. No days, please. The power. ×4, you say? Cultist Potion could be nice. Dagger Throw is fine, but not really that helpful, despite the relic interactions. Skip. We do get offered Mind Bloom. A little bit too late for 999 gold to be impactful, but fighting a boss for a rare relic is always welcome. Could also consider upgrading all the cards in this stack. We'd lose access to healing, but we would get more shivs, a lot more block off the block cards. Most of the really important stuff is already upgraded, though, thanks to Frozen Egg. So let's fight a boss. Get a rare relic here. I guess 999 gold with the blue candle wouldn't have been too bad. But again, we really needed to get that a little bit earlier so I could go to 2 stores this act. With only 1 shop this act, I don't think the money would be worth it. Don't think so. Oh, good. Gamba? Just Gamba. Just shows some damage. Hiya! GG. Lizarddale, second chance at life. And a terror with a free upgrade to apply 99 vulnerable. Makes trip a little bit redundant, but is pretty sweet. I'll take it. And I will gain 222 gold from our friend Don. Don the red mask. Revealing a secret trove of cornflakes. Secret passage. Full of tasty breakfast cereal. Yum. Harv Too Cold, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Phantasmal Killer next turn. I like it. So we need you to die. Be exactly 24, huh? Sure. Reptomancer's a very spooky fight, potentially. Double Blade Dance this turn. Excellent draws. Should allow us to dispatch all these daggers, although I might need to Flex Potion, but I don't think I do. Yeah, 4 shivs, 3 shivs. Yeah, we don't need to Flex Potion here, although we easily could. Easily could. And it would be a lot of extra damage. Let's see, if I Flex Potion, these will be base 18, so 27. 27 times 8. Plus a lot. Yeah, that is just gonna kill her. Yes. Sure. Seems reasonable to do, especially since we get the potion back immediately. Smiling Mask for a cheap remove at the next shop. Sure, that'll easily assure 2 more striker moves by the end of the run, which is quite nice, in addition to buying several other relics. Then Chaku will definitely help with energy. Caltrops could help with damage if we felt like we needed a bit more. Really good power for the late game. Looks like blocking is actually the difficult thing to do, though. So I'd prefer to find cards that help us block against Heart a little bit better. Or else. I like to recall it the penultimate fire. Gives me more options at the final fire and skips any chance that I might forget. Forgetting is bad. Let's expertise next. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. $25 times 9. And I could Liquid Memories to kill Giant Head turn 1 if I felt the need, which I certainly don't. Got him. Ink Bottle, a great companion to Nunchaku. Now we're drawing more cards and getting more energy. Distraction Plus. It's kind of cute. Genuinely could be helpful, too. Works nicely with Letter Opener. I'll try it. Bummer. The Repto rematch. This time, it's personal. This won't kill Digger. That's fine. I'll just pop for Time Eater. Probably should have skipped playing one of those. It's alright. It's a free dodge and roll. If it works, it works. This finisher doesn't do anything, huh? Next turn could be pretty bad. Thankfully, we have liquid memories. Doesn't really matter. Okay, Repto will attack us on this turn. But with double damage, maybe it's not so bad. Defend first. Alright, expertise, draw me some cards. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Perfection. Easy peasy. Second distraction. I think we should take it. Thousand Cuts or Cloak and Dagger both look better, but distraction is the card to master here. And I have a Lizard Tail. Let's do it. Event versus combat. I'll take an event. Ooh, it's a good one. Yeah, Omamori a bit late to do anything, unfortunately, but that's okay. That is A-okay. Order, by the way? Oh. I'm gonna not play the neutralize because I want the Nunchaku energy next turn. Beautiful. We get a gambling chip, allowing us to discard any number of cards on turn 1, drawing a new card and gaining 3 block for each card that we discard. That's pretty alright. Is this block? Sure is. Who needs an anchor? Had we failed to master Masterful Stab up to this point, we would maybe consider a second one. Instead, we're going to try to do double distraction, double finisher here, and that's already a tall enough order, thank you. Upgrade 2 skills at random. Kind of whatever. Turn 1 vulnerable, not bad. Notably, this removes artifact from Shield and Spear, which would help a lot. 2 strength during elite combats, also helpful during Shield and Spear. We're also fighting Donu and Deka, and that would also be a fight where this helps. Warpaint doesn't seem like it's that good. There's a few skills in the deck that would appreciate an upgrade, but overall, it's like a couple block on a few cards. I don't think it's that good. So personally, I'm leaning towards Bag of Marbles and move forward. No, Big Biryani, the champion belt won't apply if the weaken is blocked by artifact, or the vulnerable is blocked by artifact. You have to actually apply the debuff. Sling only applies for 2 combats. Combats I'm not particularly worried about, so I don't think I'm going to take it. Pretty good turn 1. That's an even better turn 1. Let's just go aggro here. Thanks, bag of marbles. I mean, seriously, who even needs finisher? 9 times 12. Pathetic. Pathetic. Outmaneuver with a plus. I don't think so. I still don't see how this is blocking heart. Yamba! Wow, really? That's my bottom? Alright. Alright, oh, we got a backflip. We got a backflip. Kidding me, man. Blade Dance, Finisher are the bottom 3. Okay. That's actually really good with Phantasmal Killer, so honestly, this worked out. We drew almost every card in the deck on turn 1. It's usually a good sign. Ornamental Fan. Okay, that's going to help us block heart. Play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. This is really important because it means playing 3 shivs went from being block negative to being block positive against Heart's Beat of Death. Also, Doppelganger or Reflex. I don't actually have enough discard for Reflex to be any good. Despite the the tough bandages, we found very little in the way of draw discard. So it's either Deflect or Doppel. And I think it's nothing. So if Blade Dances are block positive, then I'll upgrade Blade Dance. Be gone, artifact. Fools. Discard that, I guess. Oh my. Distraction made a distraction. The power. Well, we certainly blocked for a ton. That's a good sign. Guess I should have done some of that damage to Deca. Not that it matters much. Draw. Easy. One boss down. One to go. No Time Eater, easy. I don't even think Time Eater would have been that difficult for this deck. But not fighting Time Eater is even easier. Hey there, Dunning Cougar. Today's the first run of... this is the first run of today, so you haven't missed anything. Not a single thing. Come on. Come on. Good turn one. Let's keep that in Venom for the moment. That's a kill. Ah. Easy. Maybe should have considered keeping that piercing whale, but I think we're fine here. Setting up Ink Bottle / Nunchaku for the Spire Elites fight could be important, though. Spire Spear and Spire Shield. For example, winning now seems kind of unfavorable. Gonna have to win this turn, but let's see how many cards we can at least play. That'll do. 9 and 7's pretty good. 0-1 Happy Flower, but we get Ancient Tea Set. I'm cool with that. 2 thump, 2 thump, 2 thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. You deal 2719 damage, which is the highest going into Act 4 score that I can remember in recent memory. That's a lot of damage. Wow. We must have perfected a lot of elites. Gary Spaceman, let's go with 300 bits. Heck yeah. Upgrade a block card? Actually, upgrade Neutralize feels kind of huge. We never really got access to better weakness. This could be really important for Heart. Full health. Kunai is here. Well-laid plans plus are here. Awesome. And I can remove a card. I think that's all we need, really. Classic Kunai GG. When you got 3 Blade Dances, it's definitely going to put in the work. We've got lots of good cards for dexterity scaling, too. Love it. Absolutely love it. Sadistic nature and venom's also pretty spicy. Onwards. Why do we need well-laid plans? In a pinch, it lets us line up the finishers with more impactful things, but it's also about being able to retain key defensive cards. If we get a Piercing Whale, for example, just being able to hold on to a block card can matter a lot. Looks like a pretty okay turn 1. Oh, it's a very okay turn 1. Excellent. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy. I've got all the energy I need. I imagine we want to try to kill Spire Spear first. Although this is a situation where I could certainly advocate for going shield first. In order to... Actually, how much damage do we have in our opening hand here? We've got 80 plus 12 plus 8 times 9. So 80 plus 12 plus 72. 164 damage. That should actually be almost exactly enough to kill Spire Spear on turn 1. So that sounds like the correct play. The main reason I would consider going shield first in this fight would be because we're getting free block on turn 2 to deal with the nasty attack of Spire Spear on turn 2. Whereas we don't have an easy answer to Spire Shield turn 3 attack. And yes, with Envenom we get the rest of the way there for the Spire Spear kill, just to be clear. I also get to draw one more card off the ink bottle. And we could have also used Letter Opener. Oh, Trip is here. Hello. Put these here then. But just avoiding those 2 burns outright seems like the right move. Oh, that's the other thing that Well-Laid's Plans does really well, is let us get Phantasmal Killer to line up with other things. And Shuriken is here. We play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we gain strength. So we ended up at the very end with Ornamental Fan, Shuriken Kunai, all in quick succession, and the boot just for good luck, and a Well-Laid Plans number 2 for also good luck, if we want one. And I think we do. How about Entropic Brew over Power Potion? 2 random potions versus 1 useful potion. Nah, I like the potions we have. What a good run. What a great run, in fact. We should play this. I was hoping to use the Power Potion maybe alongside Well-Laid Plans, just in case we get Wraith Form. Maybe I'll use it next turn. Although something like Tools the Trade I'd want earlier. Alright, fine. We could Liquid Memories if it's Wraith Form. Let's just drink it. Caltrops or Accuracy. Or Infinite Blades, actually. We said Shivs are block positive. Might actually be Infinite Blades. So it activates our Shuriken Kunai Ornamental Fan more reliably. Let's do that. More cards, please. We can either Blade Dance for big damage or dodge and roll for some block next turn. I think I'd rather get the scaling. He took what? Nice. Wait, no, that's not nice at all. Help! Help! Pretty good liquid memories on a Blade Dance. We turn the Blade Dance into 4 shivs. We gamble the shivs away to get more draw and to get more block off the Bandages. But then we have a bunch of shivs in the discard pile, so may not actually be good. Distractional cost is 2 health. Actually, only 1 health to look at the contents? Sure. Let's see what this is. Good escape plan. Hey, not bad. That was technically very slightly favorable. I am going to do the liquid memories thing. Gamba. Gamba Gamba. This turn is amazing. Can easily cap damage here. Blocking. Let's not worry about blocking. Ow. Slightly block positive. Take me to exactly 0 block or a Calcum value. Easy. And they said the Afterimage and the Orichalcum would not play well together. How wrong they were. I gotta know, what's in this distraction? And that's right, we've got Lizard Tail in case we need it. I don't think we're going to. Ooh, free adrenaline. We retain 4 cards. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I remembered. $50 damage shoots. Very powerful. GG, Mr. Hart. 18 cost Masterful Stab, no problem. The power. Finish him. GG. What a fun time. What a fun time. GG, everybody. Finisher and Distraction crossed off the list. Despite being heavily distracted by our own cards, we were able to put the finish on this run. GG. GG. Well, we got way stronger than we needed to, managing to save the lizard tail in the end. Funnily enough, not getting that much out of tough bandages, although it did provide a dank amount of block, which is quite helpful. Oh, nice. Excellent. Excellent. Could absolutely be a TV announcer. Well, my dad always said I have a face for radio. Now what has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. GG. GG, everybody. So, Distraction and Finisher. That was the only things we mastered this run, but I'm going to call that a success. Those are two pretty difficult to find uncommons on the Silence. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, Twitch chat. I am not even close to done in the Spire. I'm really excited for a defect run here. Oh yeah, and Tough Bandages. One of the few relics we hadn't won with yet. How are we doing on relics, by the way? Master Sheet. So there should be 6 relics that remain. Champion Belt, Black Blood, Inserter, Brimstone, Bloody Idol, and Inloth's Hungry Face. Interesting. Very cool. Very, very cool. Beautiful. Voice for the newspaper. That's good, Balthazar. That's good. Three months we haven't found a Bloody Idol? I think we found 2, Gary Spaceman, but both runs that found them perished. Hand Drill was surprisingly early on. We just got that out of the way quickly. How do you beat the heart with Brimstone, asks Boss Corgi. Strongly recommend lots of max health with feed, can help a lot. Weakening the enemies with Clothesline or Shockwave can help a lot. And best of all, Disarm. Disarm on Ironclad really makes a big difference. But yes, as Twitch chat notes, quickly is the best way to kill the heart with Brimstone. Make the fight last 4 or 5 turns using your immense strength. And you don't have to block for very long. Yeah, sometimes you forget I lose. It's true. It's true. Well, well, well. What a beautiful run that was. I really wasn't sure about this one when we took Black Star, but it paid off real fast. How do we perfect the Book of Stabbing? Huh. This also helped a lot. Book of Stabbing and Slavers being perfect. So 36-19 was the final score. We had Beyond Perfect, 7 perfect elites. Dang. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, those flex potions in early Act 2 made a big difference. We didn't even need to use the one against Taskmaster. I don't remember what I did with that second flex potion. Oh, there was. Oh, yeah, we used it to kill Repto. That's right. That's right. Next up is the Defect, the robot in blue. But before that happens, I'm going to take a quick break, refill the legs, stretch the water. All that jazz. Upon my return, Twitch chat, we'll be back at it, climbing up with the Defect. BRB, everybody.